Oh boy, what a show. Now, obviously, we kind of expected everything to happen like it is in Komi, and some of you know a lot more than I do. I am excited, hesitant, but excited, to see the friends in action, the rather eccentric characters. But all in all, I'm looking to see if we get more than 2 syllables. Always started with such the cat, but also a calm morning, but also, what's it called? Gymnopédie? The classical music that basically no one knows the name of, but is always heard. But I like that the way that this presents itself is pretty close to how I remember the manga being. But I do like the styling of what I assume now is an OP rather than ending, but it flits between styles of being like classical animated type to this artistic version. Really picking out edge highlights and lines. But as a goal for anyone, gain 100 friends. How would you even remember them all by the end of it? I like the way that it is using frames as a scrolling background in it was in the windows before, now it's a skyline. It's such an easy way to do it, but it's not pushing Komi to speak. Stand bakes. This is going to go exactly as you visualized. Well, that really came off differently to how frozen it was a second ago. Well, not really hiding her feelings there. We're in for a good school year. Really getting into that book. Well, it looks like he's on the same journey that she is, just for different reasons. It seems like a failed endeavour before it even began. I understand entirely, and I barely know this character. If it seemed interesting, can't keep away from a conversation that he's having. I guess having friends from before would be easier. Fashions change. This is Scottish tradition. I think it's quite a kilt, but the uncertainty behind that character is probably what drew some people towards them. Compulsive liar. If only all of us could harness this social aptitude. How anyone could be so easy to approach. Just everyone happens to be a childhood friend. Just how? It's just networking skills. Sometimes all you need is a little confidence. Excuse me. Not that kind of favour. You would hope. That's not usually how friends act. Don't get ideas. I mean, the palpable hatred you could feel from the classmates. How many years has it been that she's standing there? I can see them all grow older. Someone needs to turn her off with vibrate. It'd be easy. Well, her dream is ruined before it even became a possibility. Catatonic. It's worse than I thought. And yet after killing someone's dream like that, is it an actual... Huh? One of the rare people who isn't falling head over heels. Well, but people... One of the few people that you didn't manage to make an immediate bond with. I guess there's some trauma stemming from childhood now. For really knocking them through so many loops. And if you just explain briefly about her condition. Yeah, exposure is one part of it. Just get used to being around people. The absolute seriousness on his face there. Honestly, asking for help there. For this day and age, maybe, but in general, I wouldn't say it's weird to just want to help people. Excuse me. Excuse me. We need to revive her first. Really on a first name basis already. Jesus. I wonder why. Not everyone's into grand displays. Also, being reminded of... Were they drawn in two different styles? That'd actually make kind of some sense. What is it with the branch disguise? It's going well. Getting some sounds out of her is more than... More than you'd expect how this to go. You know, usually creeping about, keeping an eye on people will get you questioned at least. The sheer effort Hi. Never childhood friend. What is... Did you have to do that? Stop wiggling! Just creep past as though, and hope no one realises. So heartfelt. Anyway, I'm a dude. I see. So whenever it is useful to get out of situations. Okay, and does your heart usually get you arrested? I think he needs pronunciation lessons. Being completely unable to read the situation might actually be kind of helpful. And the only being able to pronounce parts of words and certain syllables actually... And that's the face of someone that will follow through with their threats. And this is where they finally realised that Komi's not completely aloof. Success. We just need to save everyone else from the school from some sort of harassment or mugging or... What is that laughter? Actually, it hurt my throat. It's been a good day. I feel like they held that a little too long. Kagi. Probably for the best. Being able to speak to a stranger, wouldn't have imagined that happening from the past episode, even if they are returning property. This has never happened before. What does she expect to happen? That look of derision. You're alone? How sad. Although, yeah, with the target being placed on his back, it might be safer not to. And of course, nobody could go against Nijima, so... Actually, maybe not being able to even get a word in edgeways normally might be good. Too much for one day. And that's how you shit all over someone's dreams. What? You'll get a flat white coffee. That's all I got from that order. No Unity friend, you are going to get people who use it to their own benefit. Somehow. Doubt. But being sent out on a... If she can't talk, yeah, I guess would be able to order her own coffees and whatnot without pointing at the menu. Call the police. Yeah. Stalker. And yeah, oh, it's a stalker. Common sight. Let's not do anything about it. There is a door. I will admit, it took years to get used to ordering food or takeaway over the phone, calling a restaurant. Take two. That's a great hairline. Yep. Yep. It's off menu, was it? Ah, a combination from over there. Why do they have to make it so hard? I do like the pointillism in the background. An art style that I do enjoy. He is a true barista. Feel it in your heart. It's going to be completely wrong, but I appreciate his effort. Retreat? What the fuck? Close enough. Yeah, you cannot say, no, this is wrong. The issue with anything like that, it's what is this? She's devastated. Even if you're allergic, you have to drink it now. You know, not having all of the signs translated might annoy some people. Why are they in so low res back there? Like old was it cathode ray tube TVs? Or the lines. But you can really understand why Tadano was so hesitant now as to ask for help from Nijima. To be fair, maybe should have held out a little longer. This as an outro, it's just a good snowman, just a pleasant song, but also showing. Ooh, I like that whiteboard art. Showing a gradual progression from middle school to now. I'm guessing that end will slowly grow over time. But even knowing that character would appear and be a full-on annoyance, such a pain in the ass. Someone that it can be so forward, so open, so ready to push someone under the bus for a little bit of enjoyment and a coffee. Frappuccino, gelato, pistachio, something else with an O. But from what I have read of Komi-San, and what I've seen now, I'm pleasantly optimistic. It's got some really nice visuals, slight artistic flair in there as well. But unfortunately, all of that is going to be ruined as we slowly unfold more characters who are going to tear Tadano's life apart. But Komi might be slightly happier. And step 2 up the ladder. Achieved. Second friend, get. Although, how many more are going to be added before some start falling away? And I know in the previous episode we were told just how insane the other pupils of this school are. But to try and destroy someone's life for merely mentioning a name, even if they are the high school prima donna, almost deified in the level of adoration. I think overall there's 2 characters that I want to see. One being obviously the eye patch kind of Chunibyo dumb one. The other one I can't actually remember. That'll be a nice surprise for me. But that was Komi-San. So, if you or anyone you know suffers from communication disorders, don't point them my way. It would only end badly. But also, with this new character, and mentioning several times about the just ambiguity, and also never actually dwelling on the issue to make it anything really too worth thinking about. But if there was this school of oddballs, very eccentric types, those that don't quite fit in anywhere else, I'm sure we'd all get along perfectly. But I guess if there's one thing and one thing only to take away from this episode, it's if you don't want to be murdered with your own house keys, learn to take a hint. Probably keep your jacket on. I'm enjoying it. You probably are if you've reached this point, so let me know down below. Maybe even leave a comment. Who knows? If you want to subscribe to the channel, feel free. It's a completely reversible decision. Make sure to get some rest though. You're going to need to work up that courage to come back for the next one. My patrons have foregone the hassle of actually having to try and purchase a custom-made drinks order. Instead, they realise the efficiency of just going to my Patreon, because they also then get some anime in return. And if you want some help talking, or just want to see someone make a fool of themselves, consider joining up as well, because you'll be in good company alongside Electricant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sao, Shiran, Mats, Mwaha, Stinsfire, Gurley, Grey 19, Saltitron, Cardboard, Croyfield, Jennifer Rojas, Alvin Garcia Santiago, Di Fiero, Dark Shadow 7999, Defender of Segs, Ginterman, Fides Kid, Maurizio Lescano, and everyone else. And it's really not that strange that all of your help really has affected me.